Oh man, what is machine learning? Um, okay, that's a really big question because machine learning is a really big subject. But it's basically kind of what you might think that it is. Okay, the machine you're talking about, of course, is computers. Okay, the learning part is a little bit funny. The learning part is actually training. And one of the ideas with machine learning is that instead of really programming a computer to do something, you're training an algorithm to give you a result. It is mostly statistics. And in fact, one definition of machine learning is it's statistics. But that's too boring. And part of the reason that's a good definition is because it's mostly about fitting models to data, and that's the realm of statistics. The simplest thing is to look at you have a couple of variables, and you're plotting. You make points of it. It's like, okay, well, whenever X happens, then I get Y. So, and you plot those, and it kind of has a trend on here on a plot. You say, well, okay, if I want to kind of guesstimate what's going to happen out here, I don't have that data. It's like, well, okay, I'm looking at that. It looks like maybe I can fit a line. I can fit a model, an equation for a line to that data. There's ways to do that. You can get the optimal fit for that thing, and that's you train the model on your data to give you some kind of predictive algorithm. And that's the core of it right there. Now it's machine learning is like the hottest topic going right now. Everybody is doing machine learning. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. I'm going to scientific meetings, meetups now and talking with people. There's rarely is there a computer science person there. And there's a reason for that. It's a new paradigm, and it's wide open. It's absolutely exciting. One of the things that makes it very exciting is that you can take somebody that like me, that has a PhD theoretical chemistry, but a strong mathematics background. I'm working with this stuff. I'm digging into this now. It's like, yeah, oh, this is really, really fun. It's like, oh, yeah, well, why can you do that? But there's high school kids that are winning competitions, machine learning competitions online. They obviously don't have the education background, right? This is totally accessible. It's accessible for any kind of level. But it's becoming non-traditional. And it fits really well with the modern, online learning and all of this stuff. And there's frameworks to make it actually really easy to do some of this stuff. And it's the kind of thing that anybody can really kind of wrap their head around, at least in a big picture way. It's like, oh, well, yeah, that's kind of cool. I have an idea. I'd like to know how to identify different kinds of grass. Maybe I can find a database that's got, photos of grass with, the names for them. Maybe I can train a model that'll recognize that. I can make an app for my phone that I can point it at some grass and it'll tell me, oh, that's Kentucky bluegrass. Anybody can come up with an idea like that. It's very, very accessible. And it can be from that level. It's also looking at some tissue samples, images of tissue samples. Their medical data is just mountains of it. And, doctors, pathologists, they analyze that stuff and they go, okay, this is a malignant cell right here. And that's noted. So there's all of this data and all of this labels to go with that data. You have something like that, now you can take a model that you can feed this data into. And the model is basically trying to statistically get a good fit to that data. So that you take an input of an image that you've never seen before. It's a new patient tissue sample or something. they're training these models. They're getting good enough at this to where the model can say, yes, that's malignant, or no, it's not malignant. Okay, so it can be from hot dog or not to cancer or not. You know, and that's part of the reason why everybody's doing it.